Okay, welcome back to DX Radio Shop. Goodness gracious, what was Stu and me on the bench doing today? Well, a couple different things actually. Let me get my chair moved. I've got a little spinning chair. I like this where I can move the camera. It's so beautiful. Awesome. So now, anyways, let's talk about this for a moment. I just wanted to kind of put this out for a few moments and let's show people what real technical knowledge is. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate and show you how this disco light works. It's a audio disco display is what it is. And so this is something I had to do many years ago. So when we have people like Francis over in Auburn, who's a deadbeat, Panic Attack, and Kevin Lithgow, and all these wannabe, techs that don't know anything, I had to design, engineer this, and build it. Not to mention it had to work the first time, on the first try, to pass the exam for class, for the whole course. So the teacher wanted us to understand that this is your final grade. So this is what's going to make you pass or fail. You got to be able to come up with your own idea or use someone else's idea if you can find something. But you got to come up with your own circuitry, your own layout. You got to do your own calculations, what you want to use, the values in which you got to come up with by using Ohm's law and everything else. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we had to take out of our Albert Einstein mind of ours that these hack shops could never do. So let's get into this, shall we? This device here I made is pretty cool. You can use this for output and you can use it for input. We're using this for a generalized input side. We're picking up the receiver's signal to let it feed through into the bulbs. Now, I don't have different color bulbs. I haven't been able to find any color bulbs at the moment. I can buy some. They're just regular like Christmas sized bulbs. I just haven't done it. I haven't been able to really search for any to get this going. But I will here probably soon before Christmas, and I'll take the glass off and put those on so you can see the difference. But you'll be able to identify it right now anyways. So let's get on to this. Okay? So we know here at the DX Radio Shop in New York is one of the very top 8, from what we've heard now, of the best shops in the country. I don't have to say that. I don't want to say it. I am not overconfident. I am not a narcissist. I'm just going to say it how it is. These are facts. And it's been proven all across the web that I was in the top 10 for like the last, 6-7 years. Now I'm in the top 8. And I don't know what that means, if I'm just getting that much more better, excelling myself, which is good. Everybody should excel to the highest level you can go. Or did a couple places shut down or pass away? I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just happy to be out here to help people. It doesn't matter what position I'm in. I could care less. It's an honor to be, part of the top 8, top 10. But to me, it doesn't really faze me because I enjoy what I do. I have a passion for what I do. That's the difference. I'm not out here for competition. I'm out here to teach people to make sure their equipment is run 100% correct. That is my job. So, having said all this, here at DX Radio Shop, as many know, tens of thousands and thousands of people all across the world watch my videos day in, day out. We don't beat around the bush. We know what we're doing. We have the knowledge. We have the expertise. We have all the test equipment we need to make things happen. Okay? Now, we have everything right here hooked up 100% by engineers' specifications. Okay? That's the difference. So when you guys see things on my bench, It is 100% legitimate, hooked up correctly by the book. We only do things by the book. That's why our equipment is good, and when customers get radios back, they're happy because we put out 100% quality. Now, I'm not responsible for electronic devices. When devices come and go, and they tend to fail. It's electronics. You might get a bad cap, you might get something, I don't know, a year or two down the road, whatever. But people know that they can always rely on me because they can send it back, and we will honor our work. So we always give a lifetime warranty on the alignment and the tuning. If a component fails, ship it back. You cover the shipping again in here, you pay for the component. I'll double check the alignment for free. You just cover the component rather, and ship it in return. That's it. So, for whatever reason, something may have failed months down the road. Okay, high SFR, whatever the case it be is, send it in. We fix it. You pay just that portion of it. You don't pay to have it realigned or retuned all over again. That part's done for free. So, which saves you a lot of money. When we do our alignments, we do 100% full alignments, and we also do a reflow of the board to make sure all the soldering is correct. We clean all controls, etc. So, what is this box we talk about here today at DX Radio Shop? Well, this is something, again, we had to design, engineer, build, and had to work correctly the first time we powered it on. No exceptions. That was my final grade. So this is my knowledge I'm sharing with you guys. This is something special to me. I want to share with everybody to show you there are no CB shops anywhere, or these hack shops rather, I should say. Let me rephrase that, because we do have a lot of good CB shops around. But these hack shops, like Panty Boy and Little Kevy Boy in New Hampshire, the Queen Bee, all these narcissists, wannabe technicians, could never, ever engineer, design, or build anything because they copycat everybody's stuff. And let me point this out. Everybody knows I have a service monitor, right? That big white machine in the back left corner. See that big thing with the screen onto it? It's funny how many people are calling Kevin Lithgow out at SLC. You know why that is? Not only for his sloppy work and his stuttering, stumbling, stupid, low IQ of a rocket or whatever else, but he doesn't get it. So the biggest drop on him is this. He only has that machine because of me. And if you watch a lot of videos with this type of machine, the one that big white machine in the back left corner of our screen here is a service monitor. Anytime you see a video of people using this, it's because of me. Okay? Because nobody has used these machines in a very, very, very long time. I'm the only one who continues to use these machines. They're great machines and they're very accurate. And so the idea is, what I want to share with you is when you got people like Kevin, who pretends he knows what he's doing, if he doesn't watch my videos, he's stuck. Because he doesn't know how to run it, because nobody runs these machines. So when you watch videos with those machines, stop and ask yourself, say, you know what? Stu had something to do with this. They must have bought that machine from Stu. They must be learning from Stu. He's got to be teaching them. One way, shape, or form, or someone's copycatting his videos who he's no longer teaching for whatever reason. That's what you should be telling yourself, or asking yourself. These are the things you should be thinking to yourself. You know why? Because it's true. That's facts. Nobody uses this machine besides me. Nobody uses those. They use Rigel. They use Roden Schwartz. They use HP. They use Siglent. They don't use Agilence. And Agilent HP is, by the way, their sister company. Same thing. But anyways, they don't use the Agilence. So when you see a machine like that, just know DX Radio Shop, Stu Sora, is the one who helped that person get one and was teaching them up to a certain point, or continues to teach, provided who they are. Kevin Lithgow, I would never teach again because he's just ignorant. He doesn't get it. And he still doesn't get it. And you can see it in his videos because he doesn't display or just demonstrate anything unless he can review and watch my videos. That's it. Because he doesn't know. So these are how you catch the cons, guys. When they don't know what to go and do anything more with the machine, you pretty much know, okay, you're not a real technician then. because if you're a real technician, you should be doing a lot more like Stu does with his. But they can't see it because now mine are all set for members only. And because of that, now they can't see the free public viewing, which means they can't steal and copy the information from my videos. So pay attention to that too. All right, anyways, we had to design, engineer, and build this unit, this box. And this box is very nice. We put it on spectrum analyzers. We did it all many years ago. That's how much knowledge we have, guys. I've got over 40 years of knowledge. Okay, I started at a very young age. And thank you to a special guy who is no longer with us today. I really wish he was. Mr. John Moondog 151. John Bittner was the all greatest technician I have ever met. We have many I've met over the years, many great ones, but this one here is by far is the greatest, because he learned by himself on his own, and he did it all by the book. And back then, we didn't have YouTube, guys. We didn't have internet. You know what we had? Catalogs. You know what's inside those catalogs? Little things that said, buy this book. And that's what he did. He'd buy all the CB books, all the PLL books, everything he can get his hands on to, he would read. Nobody taught him. He did this all by himself. I was very lucky and fortunate to meet such a guy who was able to help me in many ways achieve my goals and make me very successful today. So thank you again to Mr. John Bittner 151, Mr. Moondog, who is again no longer with us. Very sad. I miss him all the time, because I tell you, he was a hell of a mentor. So let's get into this box. What is this box, I say? Well, why do we got a picture of the oscilloscope up on top too? Interesting. Let's check it out.
Between keys and stuff, I just want to wave a hand real quick to him, you know, before them big stations come out. You know, there's always an extra 1 or 2 switches we can flip, but we don't want this in neighbors.
CB radio.
We're just running on right now. Or like I said, like people down there.
Let me turn that down for a second. So what is this doing? This is showing you the audio. So instead of listening to it, it teaches you what AC is, which is your audio. It's AC volts, okay? So we use a set of SCRs. 3-channel is how we made this. We're able to identify the audio. We can measure the audio. We can see the audio on the oscilloscope, but we can also see it through light bulbs, through an AC circuit we designed with a step-up, okay? We can do this because we want to see the low, the medium, and the high tone. We can separate signals in this circuit to identify the low, the medium, and the high. So it's almost like taking your treble and your bass and kind of separate those. If you want to hear maybe like a deep drum set versus a high-pitched guitar versus a monotone voice, you can do that by using a low, medium, and high setting. This is what I came up with years ago because I was intrigued by a couple things I wanted to do, and I thought, you know, it'd be really nice if I could do something like this and generally kind of use this for like more of a multi-purpose to not only measure and see, but to demonstrate and show what's coming in. Now, I can also hook this up to the microphone aspect of things, and when I talk to the microphone, it will pick up my voice. So I can do it that way as well. But there's no point of doing it because you got 3 bulbs are going to light up at the same time. Okay. This one here, each bulb you see flash separate, is because it's picking up different signals, different levels of the audio that's coming in from the speaker into the audio signal line. So this is a great way to measure exactly what's coming in down to your coaxial line, like Kevin Lithgow says, we can actually monitor our talkback signal, which you cannot do. That's impossible. But this, you can do. You can monitor and see the signal coming in through the radio, not only on the scope, but also on the S meter of the radio and on the light bulbs in this conjunction box that I built for my little unit. Now, let's check something else out. We know it's going to work for this, but let's check something else out. Give me a second here to flip-flop a few things on over here. Let's see, we want to go... Yeah, we can take that back off. Take them off. Put this here for a second. I'm just going to tap off the antenna. Now you can see, I can't get a good signal, but you can see, it's picking up the different beats of the music. And I can adjust my low, medium, or high. So I'll turn that off so they'll give me a copyright. But anyways, yeah, so I'll put this back to the CB side for a moment. So here's your call out, Kevin Lithgow. You like to do call outs. See, he likes to make the calls, but he won't answer the calls. Here's your call out. Let's show us what your real knowledge is other than fraud and scam. Because we all know what SLC stands for. Scamming, lying, con man. That's what he is. He couldn't build anything. He couldn't even build an LED circuit if he wanted to. He's too busy messing around with pulling out fake crystals. How's that, guys? Pretty cool, huh? Real, pure, 100% legitimate knowledge from real people who are real technicians like myself here at DX Radio Shop. So all my trolls that want to go out here and whine and cry and blah, 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 you can post what you want. You can pull up all kinds of information about DBAs and this, that, and the other. I don't care. It don't matter to me. Because you guys are the ones that don't have a job. You ain't got no knowledge. You can't go anywhere. You live a deadbeat life. But you want to bash a legitimate, real shop who can not only design, but engineer and build something that will work the first time you power the damn thing out with no mistakes. Figure that one out. See, we're able to see the signal, and we can see the separation of the signal. Talk about measuring real audio, that's how you do it. But he can't do that because he doesn't know how to do it. And I'm not going to do a close-up of my circuitry because then he'll try to copy it. He'll still screw it up, though. Now you can see the difference between the bass versus the treble when he alters his voice. set the volume right again. There you go. That's pretty slick, isn't it? Anyways, there you go, guys. I wanted to share this with you, do a short video, just to share my appreciation to my my viewers, my subscribers. Like, share, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, guys. Give me the like button, please. I appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the join button, because you're going to learn a lot of good things like this. And we will show you how to make one of these here pretty quick when we start doing our electronic courses and classes. We're actually teaching classes. We teach classes, guys. We teach legitimate, real classes. We don't teach these wannabe snip, clip, hack and shack, and crank and spank, and NPC, and PPE, swing kick galore. We don't do that garbage. Those are kindergarten classes, like preschool, Head Start nonsense. These guys are still wearing diapers, man. They don't even know what a resistor is, let alone a transistor. Here at DS Radio Shop, we're going to teach you fun kits to make. Expensive projects that we can make a lot cheaper than what you can purchase them for. And we can do different things with all kinds of stuff. We can measure whatever we want to measure. We can teach you how to use your equipment and how to measure with your equipment and how to do all the calculations and formulas with your equipment. You can't do that at SLC because, again, SLC stands for one thing, guys. It's real simple. Can you say it with me? Scamming, lying, con man. That's your SLC. So, yep, there you go, guys. So now we can separate the little puppies on the porch from the big boy dogs. Let the quesos to sit out front and watch all the good stuff, because we're the one on the front line. We're the ones with the real knowledge, not these copycat wannabes. So there you have it, guys. Now you can see exactly the things that we do here at DS Radio Shop. And my point is, this is what I built back in school many years ago, way back in school. And guess what? I am here today, successful, running a full-time radio repair shop. I don't call it CB shop because, yes, I do a lot of CB radios, but I also work on amateur equipment, which is another thing you got to watch out for, guys. CB shops don't work on HF equipment because they don't know how, because they're stuck on working on snipping, clipping, spreading, and what do you want to call those? NPC, ABC, 1, 2, 3s. They don't know. They crank, spank, snip, clip, spread, and insert all these garbage toys inside your radio because they don't know. Put an HF radio in front of them and they will cry. They'll just look at it like, oh my God, no, I can't work on this. It's not worth it to me, because they don't know. They don't know where to begin. So many wire connectors, so many harnesses, so many different sections to look at. They have no idea. They have none. So anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe, thumbs up. Hit that join button.